Hi, I'm Omega Rex W.
Hi, I'm Neil.
Hey, my name is Chris.
Hey, I'm Mark.
Hi, I'm Melvin.
Hi, I'm Matt.
Wang. Team Oyoko.
Matt, you take over. What was your experience when you were training for it?
No, it's just like it takes a lot of dedication and stuff like that. You're basically gearing yourself up for, how long your fight duration is. And I don't know if you saw that documentary with Michael Jordan, with how like sociopathic he was in terms of his dedication to win and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When I was fighting and training, that was the same mentality that I had. And it's almost like, there's this like duality in martial arts and, the UFC and promotion world where like, because of traditional arts and stuff like that, you want to be humble and respectful, right? With like your masters, your sensei, your coaches and stuff like that. And you want to be like a good role model. But then there's the other end of it where like, obviously you have to be that selfish that leans towards the side of aggression and testosterone because, at the end of the day, you're trying to hit the other guy in the face as hard as possible.
Right.
So like, I mean, like that's why I understand, like, when people are cursing at each other and stuff like that, but it's hard to find that duality. And I know like when I was training, if it was like, if you're, because of like cutting weight and like just being like aggro all the time in terms of like just starving myself and cutting, I felt like if you're not in that room to help me get better, you're wasting my time. Like if you're not making me better, or if I don't see any improvement or any reason, I'm just gonna run through you and you're just a waste. And like that's literally like the meanest and like nicest way I can put it at the same time in terms of how much you're goal oriented. And it's weird, like you want to be the nice guy a lot of the time and stuff like that, but it's there, you have to have that in you. It's just that's what separates you from like, I feel like most elite athletes.
How challenging was it to have a cousin as your master or coaching you through the process?
Well, not at all. I mean, like, our culture and a lot of, Pacific Island, Asian culture where there's a hierarchy already, right? You got your kuyas, and then you have your ates, and then titos, titas. So everyone's kind of like, there's already a form of respect. So it didn't take much to translate that over in terms of, okay, like outside he's family, inside the mat as my coach, as my master, as my trainer, there's that duality.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Once the bell rings off and stuff like that, okay, like it's time to work. And then outside of that, and then I mean, even then, like he hired me for a bit. I worked as a program director and stuff like that. Having that duality, being family members, being my coach, and then also my employer. And then now where it's gotten to the point now where I'm just like a visiting instructor.
Yeah. That's cool though.
So how much cardio did you have to do when you were training for that?
Oh, a lot. Like, I mean, it was basically like, we'd always do like 15 minutes of roping on top of like running and stuff like that. And then on top of my own regimen outside. So I'd run like 3 miles after class. I'd have like sweats. And I remember I told you that one time, right? I found that I had to cut weight like the night before. They were like, I was like, I have to lose 5 more pounds because they changed my
my God.
And
that's right.
Like, all right. And then I shaved my head. I was like, well, I don't know. That's like
weight reduction.
0.002 pounds or whatever. I was like, it's towards the goal. And then I ran like 10 miles that night. And I was like, all right, well, I lost 3 pounds of water.
That's crazy.
That's possible.
No, I remember the 15-minute warm-up of jumping rope. I was like, this a warm-up? What is that? And then you run. That was a warm-up. And I was like, oh.
He was like, all right, guys, we'll get to the root things now. I'm like,
yeah.
What were we just doing? He's like, yeah, this is warm-up. Like,
yeah, we lost Ryan the first time, I think, during the warm-up.
You lost me within 2 minutes.
Yeah, of the jump rope.
Yeah, but I miss it though. I mean, like right now I haven't even been helping out instructing online. I know, Master Reggie's got a good group with him with Master Ed, Ms. Melissa and now Coach JC taking over with a lot of the online lessons and stuff like that.
That's good.
But like, you know, like he said, there's nothing like being in front of somebody and then having that visceral, like physical interaction and instruction. So like, I'm wondering I'm really curious with him is like what the future is going to be like in terms of, okay, you know, we can have rooms of 25, right? That's like, but then depending on capacity and space, like how is that going to taper off? And like, you know, when I was still there before COVID, we had classes like up to like maybe 30 plus a little bit, you know, for one of our bigger classes.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him on a follow-up.
Yeah.
Whenever they open up.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping up all gyms open up, man. I've been so relaxed and like sedentary. This is the most like I haven't done anything physical since I got sick. So
you're allowed 10 people now. You can always train with Melvin.
Yeah, he's coming back on. He said.
Yeah, I mean, like I can train like, but like if you guys want to train, go ahead. But like my whole thing is like right now because it's been like COVID and stuff like that. I've just been in this like little mini depression in terms of not being able to work out. So
come work out, man.
I'm like right now, like my thing is like, all right, until COVID comes back, then I'll go work out and stuff like that. Right now, I'm just like.
You let me know if you want to come lift, dude. You could come anytime.
Or you could carpool with Victor and come over on a Saturday morning.
Well, he invited me to do that, so maybe like. If Melvin, if you're inviting me, I'll start coming, man. I'll start coming.
Dude, you didn't have to stop coming. You could have just kept coming.
Well, no, like here was the thing, right? So I had COVID.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I have to avoid everybody now.
No,
right?
people have been here that have had COVID. I don't care.
And I'm just like, well, look, I felt like a f***ing leper. Like I didn't want to touch nobody.
No, I get it.
I was like, I wanted to keep everyone in like a 6 foot distance.
Yeah.
I felt like those 2 weeks was just like horrible. Being alone in my own apartment with my own thoughts was
yeah, I can only imagine.
I was just like, I just want to avoid everybody. And then like
yeah, I couldn't imagine.
It was weird. And then like, you know, like everyone who was asking about you and then you're going back to work and then dealing with the people and how they interact with it. It's just been like
it's a mind game, definitely.
Cloud, yeah. So like right now, because of like everything going on, the restrictions, I've just been using that as an excuse not to be physically active or do anything. I haven't like
come on, man.
thought about lifting a weight.
Let's go.
So, like if you're inviting me, bro, I'm gonna be there every day.
Come through.
But like here's the thing, right? So like I've like lost so much weight and like I've gained like a chubby ass like Buddha belly. I'm like, we should probably take pictures so that we can like do like
before and after.
Yeah.
No, we should ask Kriya Reg to train us on his weight loss journey.
Oh, you know what we could do? That'd be great. We could have we could do like the guys and just do a class, like a private class, all of us, and just see how long we last and who taps out first.
That would be a good video for.
That'd be a good trial.
That'd be a good video for YouTube, actually.
That would be great for us, right? Master takes the class. We would go through it. Everyone will just see how long we can last. See if we can make it through.
Comment below if you want us to do that.
There you go. That'd be fun.
Yeah.